Hello, tributes. I just want to give a heads up before the video starts that last minute. When I was filming this video in real time, I decided to make this video into parts. So for the Hunger Games saga reaction video, it's not going to be one big video. It's going to be at least maybe 2 to 3 parts. With that being said, enjoy the video and may the odds be ever in your favor. Bye. Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Brittany, and today's video is me reacting to Hunger Games series, the book series. I decided to react to it, and also I want to read. This is not just for, I guess for clicks and views, but also have a journey to read the actual Hunger Games books. When the Hunger Games did come out, I was reading Twilight at the time, and then when the movies came out, I did read. No, I was in the cups of reading the first Hunger Games books or Hunger Games book, and I ended up going to the midnight showing with some friends at like a last minute thing. So it's 2025, and I thought, why not? Let's see. And also, I should mention that I've like, how can I explain? It was a time when, and I should say, when the movies came out during Tumblr days, that there was a lot of Team PETA and Team Gale like fights. I'll see it, and I saw it in real time, and I wish, like, I don't know if anyone remembers. Maybe I'm a little too old that to remember like how it all started, but it was like if the fights weren't happening on Tumblr, it was happening on Twitter. So, and I was in my Twilight fandom watching this unfold, literally not like fist fighting, I should also say, like arguing, like there were pig fights of why PETA and Gale was, who was the better boy for Katniss. And so, um, and I want to know why, because I've only seen the movies. And so I think when I first saw the first movie, I picked Gale because of Liam Hemsworth at the time, but then later down the line, I did like PETA. So um, maybe I feel like I'm still going to be a PETA team PETA. But anyways, I'm going off the rails. So I'm going to read. The Hunger Games series first. So the OGs, so that's Hunger Games, Catching Fire, yeah, Catching Fire, Mockingjay, and then read the two prequels. I did make a post Saturday of how to read it first, and a lot of people said read the OGs and then the prequels, so I can be shocked and shooketh and when I start reading the prequels. So I'm going to do that. So yeah, I'm going to react. This is going to be a long video. I'm going to try to squeeze um, all 5 books into this video. So I would say buckle up, grab some snacks, grab some drinks, grab your Hunger Game book if you want to read along with me. And I will also say, spoiler alert for sure. This is going to be, so if you have not read it, or if you want to reread and don't remember, read it along, I guess. But this is definitely a spoiler throughout all 5 books, I should say. But yeah, I'm gonna start with Hunger Games. I have not started. I just put my bookmark in here, but I was gonna start reading this Friday, but because I wanted to finish all the books I was reading, but all the books I was reading, I ended up DNFing, kind of, sort of. Because it wasn't, I'm just not feeling it. It's not hitting the way I want to hit when I'm reading the books that I was originally reading. Except for my NetGalley book, I do need to finish reading that. So that's probably the only book I'll still keep. But yeah, today is, oh, I didn't tell you. Today is Monday, May 19th. It is 6:13. I just came home from work, as you hints my little work, like not greasy glow. Is also from my vitamin E oil that I'm putting on my face. So hence the grossness. So I apologize. But yeah, I have no structure, as always, how I want to do this, of how I want to do my reaction video for this. But I think the end goal is who's the better boy, PETA or Gail? Essentially, that's what it is, right? Um, so yeah, I probably won't start reading it tonight because Monday Night Raw is on. So we'll officially start tomorrow. I will actually. Um, oh, here we go. I was like, what did I do with them? So I have some tabs. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna tab. These are Hunger Game color vibes, right? I think so. Hold on. Right? Almost. I'll take it. So I'm gonna tab because I can't really film when I'm at work reading. So I'll tab uh my favorite parts and what I want to talk about. But I will film when I'm reading here at home. So that will be the guy rules, or when I won't film when I'm on break. Yeah. So work is off limits. I'll just have to recap here when I'm home, but I do have a 3 day weekend. That's what I was getting at. I do have a 3 day weekend, so I'll post or film myself reading. Um, and that's it. This is the introduction. I'm excited. I would let me see if anything, because I'm still on Tumblr, even though my Tumblr is already sad and depleted from the purge. If anyone remembers when Tumblr was purged out, that's what happened. I'm tempted to like make a new one, but don't want to say this out loud. Sure, you'll never know. I have Chris Evan fan fictions on here that I made. I think I have. It's not just Chris Evans. It's more like Steve Rogers and Bucky Barnes fan fiction that I've written. Um, and don't if you figure it out. Don't. Oh wait, did I change my? Oh yeah, y'all will never know. If I have friends who knows me who still have my Tumblr, you don't know. You'll never know. But anyways, let me see. I just want to look here real quick. Uh, if the Hunger Games. Oh, well, all right, someone's already angry. So there you have it. But anyways, yeah, so I'll officially start tomorrow. Um, I don't think I'm gonna start tonight because I'm tired. And like I said, it's Monday Night Raw, but yeah, we'll get crack-a-lacking on this. Um, like I said, I got my tabs. Let me put this in my book so I won't forget. There we go. But other than that, how was your Monday? My Monday was all right. I just came back from a little vacay. Um, but yeah, and then I have a 3 day weekend because Memorial Day, it's on next Monday. So I'm excited for that. But anyways, I'll catch y'all later on the flip side. Enjoy the rest of your Monday or your Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Happy Memorial Day if you're watching this on Memorial Day. Um, yeah. All right. See you tomorrow. Bye. Wait, hold on. Let me fix this. There we go. Hello. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully I have nothing on my face. I just finished eating dinner. Um, Update, I guess, which is not much. Um, I started on Hunger Games. I'm only on page 8. um, Today at work was just a hot mess, and then I also had to, oops, um, I had to go to the library to drop off some books and a DVD. And then by the time I came back, I went to lunch and I didn't really read um, because after my lunch, I had to hop back into work. So here we are. But um, nothing too crazy, of course. We just met Gail, and there was something I was going to go with that. I don't remember. But, anyways, I'm going to try to read at least up to chapter 2 tonight. Um, Let me see. Ooh, hold on. Let's put that there. Oh, so I'm going to finish one and then read chapter 2. Maybe chapter 3. We'll see how I feel. Um, it's been a day today. Um, and oop, and there's some things I need to do. Oh my gosh, why I can't pick this up? Um, I need to do a couple things before I do before I take a shower and get in bed and read. Um, which I'll do. My plant is dying. I think it's my room. Anyways, sorry, I saw that. And anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna read chapter finish one, obviously. I may read up to 3. I'm feeling adventurous today, depending, and especially how I feel today. I just want to take a hot shower, wash today's sorrows and frustration off, and go to sleep. That's how I feel right now. But I would not, and I would try not to scroll on TikTok or Twitter or Threads or Instagram or whatever because that's my problem. Um, and I get mad because I'm like things on TikTok and all the other social medias piss me off. So I'm gonna read something that's not gonna make me angry yet. But I do need to budget because I am an adult and I gotta budget some things. And then also I want to do what's that called? It's called 75 hard, but this girl's going to do a 30-day soft. So I need to figure out what I want to do because I'm planning to do this 30-day soft next month and I only have a week to I have a week to figure it out. So I'm going to do that, take a shower. Um I don't need to prep anything for lunch cuz that's already prepped. I'm trying to think anything that I need to do. Oh, I need to put some eye wipes in my bag for work tomorrow. Um, I think that's it for right now. But I just wanted to give you a quick smidge update. Um, this should be enough, right? I need to count it because I don't like odd numbers. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Ooh, shoot. I messed up. I gotta start all over. Anyways, but yeah, that is pretty much it. Um, I just I thought I unmute my phone. There we go. So yeah, that's it. Like I said, I'm not doing much. I'm just living my best life, I guess. But I'll come back. uh Hopefully with a better update. Like I said, today was just it didn't go as planned as I wanted to go, which I figured um whatever, it's work. And it's life. But yeah. Uh I guess I see you tomorrow. Maybe what's tomorrow? Wednesday? I'll probably come back Thursday. Give me some time to get into the book. But yeah, oh, that's what I want to do. That reminds me. I wanted to go oh, but I guess that would be spoilers for myself. I was going to go through old conspiracy theories for Hunger Games, like, but that's not going to work until after I read the book. Um, so maybe at the end, I'll uh, show some theories that would make sense. But anyways, I'll talk to you later. See you Thursday. If not tomorrow, then for sure Thursday. Good night. Good morning. Happy Thursday. It's May 20 something. Hold on. My hand's in the way. This is unprofessional, but it's May 22nd. Actually, let's just do this. Let me take you off my thing. I just parked at work. I'm giving you a slight early morning update. I did not read last night or yesterday. I was too busy. But I did make some tabs, so I'll show you that later on today. Um, what else? There's something else. I'm gonna try to read tonight. Um, Tonight is Critical Role night. They're back with a new mini campaign. So I may watch that tonight. So the reading may be slight delayed. I'm still in chapter 3. It's just this week. It's been a week. Yesterday was a shit show. I don't want to talk about it. But, yeah. Well, I need to fix that. Yeah, I just didn't want to. I parked. I'm here a little bit early at work. I'm going to walk to work in just a second. But I just thought I'll hop on. And I don't have my mic, so I don't know how the sound is going to be. So sorry that the sound right here in this clip is atrocious. So yeah, hopefully I get to read on my break and lunch today. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully today is a little bit better than it was yesterday. Tomorrow's going to be a little different. I may try to squeeze in reading on my break tomorrow at work, but on my lunch, my coworker had my coworker is had planned for us. We finally get to play our D&D campaign tomorrow. So we got our group. I don't know where in the storyline some of my coworkers are at, but apparently I get to hop in tomorrow, so I'm excited for that. So that's going to take a good chunk of my lunch tomorrow. So I won't be reading on my lunch, but I'm going to try to squeeze in reading in my breaks tomorrow. At least that's the plan. And then, like I said, I have a 3-day weekend, so when I say we'll, like me, we'll get crack-a-lackin'. So that is it. That is the update for the next 2 days, or at least for today. And tomorrow, which is the next 2 days, I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted mentally and physically. So I apologize. But happy Thursday. Happy Critical Role Day. I don't know what else there is, but I'll see you guys in a minute. Or not in a minute, but you get what I mean. Hello. Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday. It's May 23rd. It is 6:45 in the evening, afternoon, twilight, whatever you want to call it. I am home from work. I am it's my 3-day weekend, but I meant to do like yay, whatever. Anyways, updates. I read some. Oh, I also I wanted to show you that I did make some tabs. Just of I didn't get far. I literally so this is what happened. Oh, I hope I didn't get lasagna sauce on my book here. Um let's see. Monday. Technically, let me backtrack. Technically, my plan was to start Hunger Games officially today. Don't ask me. Oh, I kind of remember. I think because it was just what was going on throughout the week. I was like, I'll start Friday. And also I was trying to um what's the word? I was trying to like read some books, and most of the books I was reading, they weren't hitting the way I wanted to hit. So I started on Monday. Monday, Tuesday, I think I read. Wednesday, Thursday was a show. I'm trying not to cuss on here, but I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about what happened on Wednesday. I don't want to talk about what happened yesterday. Today wasn't too bad. I was able to read a chapter. I was actually two chapters because I stopped on chapter 3 last thing. So and the only reason why I'm getting to barely chapter 4 is because um I was also making some tabs, and so and um I should move these a little bit inward so it won't be, but whatever. But and most of it's just my commentary, of course. There's nothing um whatever. But um I'm on the part where um the iconic scene where Katniss like, I volunteer as tribute, and PETA got picked, and then both PETA and Katniss says their goodbyes. Oh, also, which I'm kind of slightly upset that in the book we kind of see PETA's dad, but in the movie, I wish the scene where PETA's dad give Katniss some cookies. I don't know if it's, do I even have the Hunger Games DVD? I'll have to see a deleted scene or something like that. Because I was like, I feel like that should have been in the movie for context, I guess. But I guess, if you read the books, you know. So I'm a little late to the game. But still, I wish we would have seen that scene in the movie. It's only like it could have been like a 10-second, a minute, they could have fit in the budget. But anyways, so Peter's dad gave Katniss some cookies. Um, and then Gail, I feel like I feel like there's going to be a theme between Gail and Katniss. Every time he shows up, I feel like Katniss like, we're not dating. I don't love this man. I don't want to date him. He's a bro. He's a homie. Like, and I think I made. Let me see. Um, oh yeah, I said Katniss is fighting for her life. And I mean, she's fighting for her life in general, but she's also fighting for her life to let the reader know, like, me and Gail, there's no romance. I do not love this man. I don't know why it's so funny to me. But I just like, is that going to be a whole theme? Is that going to be like the theme between her and him in the next two books? I don't know why that's so funny to me, but I just, every time, and that's already like, even when we first meet him, she's like, he's like a brother. People think we're dating, but I don't like him like that. Like, he's a cool homie. I'm like, okay, we get it, girl. You don't like him. Like, okay. She's like, we like fishing together. And the way he hugs me is like brother and sister, but but we're not brother and sister. But I don't love him either. I'm like, okay, we get it. But anyways, I just thought that was funny. But um I'm trying to see anything else. Hold on. So I talked about that. We made. Hold on. There was something else. Oh, the volunteer tribute already said. Um. Oh, when Peter get picked, I said, "Oh no, not my bread boy." I said that. I'm just going through quick notes here. Talked about. Oh, and I smeared my freaking tab. I'll show you a picture of it. I'm just like, I don't remember. Oh, Madge. when she gives Katniss the is it a Mockingjay? Yeah, the Mockingjay pen, this pen. Um, I wonder if we get to know more about that and her past. Um, when she was like, just are you gonna wear the pen? And Katniss like, yeah, sure. She's like, you promise? And she's like, yeah, I promise, I guess. And then that's when we meet. I was like, girl, calm down. But I want to know more about her. There's clearly some for would it be foreshadowing? No. Because it's after the fact. There's a word for it, but I can't think of it right now. And then oh, and that's about the Gale part when they're saying their goodbyes. And what's this tab? Oh, Hamage. I was like, King. Good thing I know I'm on chapter 4. So I'm not really missing a chapter here. Hold on. Sorry if that's weird on the. There we go. And then Effie is. We meet her, our Effie Trinket, our queen. We love her. Um, so yeah, we're on chapter 4. Like I said 500 times already. So I'll read tonight. I'm hoping to get to. I'm planning to stay up, even though I'm exhausted. I am planning to stay up. I used to get to chapter 10. Um, I forgot how many chapters there were. That's 25. I think there's 27, right? 27. And I don't think there's an epilogue. No. Okay, yeah. So there's 27 books. I mean, 27 books. Good Lord. 27 chapters. I'm going to try to read to up to 10 tonight. Um, Friday night SmackDown's on tonight though, so it will be all you see my lasagna sauce on my shirt. Let's not look at that. Um, so so the plan is tonight take a shower, wash off my sorrows uh and my just whatever from the whole from today. Then watch Friday Night SmackDown, and then I'll read. Um, and I gotta actually. Oh, should I do that tonight too, or do that tomorrow? I gotta make some thumbnails too, because I need to uh, post some videos that I've. Did I even finish editing? Oh no, I gotta look. I think I'm almost done editing one video, so I gotta do that and post that because I was supposed to do that this week and never got to it. So I do that, and I got to redo another video. I don't know if I'm going to do it. No, I should. Well, what's the point? Because I just realized May is almost over. Oh no. Um, Dang it. Well, actually, I'll still do it. I've been having issues doing my May wrap up. Not my May wrap up, my April wrap up. So I may have to do a twofer. But anyways, that's not the point of this video. So I'll anyways, so I'll do all that. I'll come back. I'm trying to think if we have anything planned tomorrow. I need to go to the library tomorrow. I think that's it. I don't think we're doing anything too crazy this weekend. So I should probably tomorrow, if I read tonight up to chapter 10 like I'm supposed to, um, tomorrow I'll read up to 20. Yeah, I'll read up to 20 tomorrow. I mean, yeah, read up to 20. And then tomorrow night, read the last 7 chapters. And then Saturday, no, Sunday, I'll read Catching Fire. And then uh, this is all future Brittany is planning, no, present Brittany is planning out future Brittany's plans. Now, is she going to do it? Probably not. But it sounds hopeful. And I think that's it. I'm tired. That already made me exhausted. So by hopefully by Sunday, I should be starting Catching Fire. Because this shouldn't, it's not that much. I mean, the only thing, if it takes me longer, is, oh, that's nice. It's a log part. See, it's logs. Oh, wait, this camera. Yeah. So, goal is to finish Hunger Games by Saturday night, and then Sunday we start Catching Fire, and uh, and then we'll worry about Catching Fire timeline, and then hopefully by I don't know, I don't know. My goal is to be to what's uh the Ballad of Snakes and Ballad. Wait, why does that sound weird to me? The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. That's what it. Hopefully, I get to start that. I know June is just around the corner, but I'm hoping. Let me look at a calendar. That's May. So but it's not a 3-day weekend though. Dang. Um, Whatever. We'll work it out. So, but my goal is to be. Oh wait, I'm skipping a book. Catching Fire, then Mockingjay. So Catching Fire, I should start Sunday. That's what I said. Then, and I should be done with Catching Fire next Saturday or next Sunday. And then whenever I finish with Catching Fire, I'll start with Mockingjay. Because typically, if I'm on a groove and something catches me, I'll be done with the book. It shouldn't, usually, it doesn't take me a week, but I give myself grace because I do have a full time job. Um, and, uh, and sometimes, oh, oh, dang it. I have to be careful when I move my chair. And sometimes when that said full time job mentally drains me, like any full time job. But where did my book go? I dropped it. Oh, it's right underneath. Okay. This part is so chaotic. I apologize. This is just uh I'm literally crashing out. So I'm gonna do self-care and then we'll pick up from there. I'll see you guys later. Guess who didn't read to chapter 10 last night? Your girl fell asleep. I knew I was really hoping for the best for myself, but I was I didn't clean off my desk, but I was truly exhausted yesterday. And I knew that, but I was giving myself I didn't even finish Friday night SmackDown last night. That's how tired I was. I think I crashed out like at 9:30 last night. So, was it I want to say it might have been like 9 at the earliest, maybe 9:30. I was I was down for the count. So, that's me. I'm gonna do, which is fine. Your girl here is gonna do some overtime with some reading. I do have it on a reading sprint. I need to clean my glasses. But there's a couple reading sprints going on right now and later on today, so I should be good. And then I will have to pause for Saturday Night Live main event for WWE tonight. So that will be a thing. But I think for the most part, oh, and then I have to go to the library later on today. So nothing too crazy. So I should be good. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. That is my update. I'll probably hang back there in my reading chair because I finally cleaned it off. So I'll do that. Um, so you might see me just reading, jotting down some notes, not some notes, but some tabs. Um, and that's it. That's it. I'm going to be reading because, like I said, I did not read up to my goal last night. I didn't even like, I mean, I knew that was going to happen. So who am I to be like, I'm going to read it? But yeah, so I'm going to adjust everything here for a minute and get started. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Like I said, I'm going to adjust everything so you can see me reading and uh go on from there. So I should be starting and I'll give an update later on too. But yeah, I'm on page 48. Oh, I got to jot that down too. Page 48, chapter 4. So if you're curious where I'm at, that's where I'm at and I'm going to start. See you later. Hopefully this worked. I'm trying out a new mic. Um, we'll see how this goes. So sorry if this is a little different than normal in this clip here. We'll see. I don't know. But quickly, I'm giving you an update of what I read last night. I didn't do any of my plans. I did read last night. I did read up to chapter 8 in Hunger Games. I made some. Oh, that reminds me. I'll get it later. Um, let's see. I was on chapter. What was I? I don't remember. I think I was on 4. So I read 3 more chapters. I don't think there's any. No, I didn't tab in chapter 4. Um, let's see. Oh, so we got to meet Senna, who I absolutely love, anyways, because I should probably also say I'm basing memory from the movies. So far, from what I can remember, and I might be wrong because I'm just now reading, and I also will go and rewatch the movie so I can kind of like compare and contrast. But from what I can remember, the movies are kind of close to the books so far. I could be wrong, but yeah, Katniss met Senna, and I go, Senna, my sweet king, because like I said, I'm just writing what I remember. It's that GIF of Leonardo DiCaprio. He's like, hey, that's what I. There's every time I read a scene where it kind of like pops up in my memory from the movie, that's where my brain goes. And then so they're basically meeting in chapter 5, and Senna tells Katniss that uh, he chose District 12. And I go, I'm crying right now because I don't think he mentions it in the movie, but um, I feel like we'll get to that in a minute. So, so I basically cry on that. What else did I tab? I'm just giving you the quick cliff notes. What I tabbed. What chapter is this right here? Is it still 5? No, we're in 6 now. Okay. Let me backtrack. So this scene. Oh, so once again, I think I'm gonna keep tally of how many times Katniss mentioned that her and Gale are only friends, because once again, it's her and Peeta, and they're talking about, what are they talking about in this scene? Oh, they're up in the roof and they're just chit chatting, and she goes, "Oh yeah, we are hunting in the woods one day, waiting for the game." She whispered, and then Peeta goes, "You and your father?" She goes, "No, my friend Gail." So and then literally like moments later, uh, what else? I think she mentions it. Okay, yeah, she ends. So before that, it's windy up in the rooftop that they're sitting on, and Peeta takes off her jacket. So I was like, "Oh, Peeta." I think I'm leaning. I think I'm a team Peeta so far. And then later, uh, they mention Gale again. I think Peeta mentions Gale, and he goes, "Oh no, 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 not this part. I lied. This is the part where Peeta, uh, oh, he does kind of talk about Gale, that he's like, oh, that's the guy who visited you before we like left to go to the Capitol." And she's like, yeah. And he goes, oh, your mom and your sister came to visit you too, right? And she's like, yeah. And she goes, and your dad. And he's like, what? And I go, and I was like, I don't think he wasn't expecting that. So he talks about how his dad felt like he wanted a daughter instead of a whole bunch of boys. So that's why he thinks that Peeta's dad, or that's why Peeta thinks his dad went to visit her. And then still on chapter 7, because I think I'm on 8. Yeah, still in chapter 7. Chapter 7 is kind of a long chapter. Um, where Oh, this is the part I go, I guess they're, oh, so PETA talks about, I guess, a conversation that him and his mother had where uh, he was or what she's basically saying, like, oh, maybe this would be the first year that District 12 will win. And he's thinking, like, oh, my mom is talking about me. And then I don't mean to laugh, but it's kind of sad that Peter's mom, no, not you. I'm talking about Katniss. So I go, damn, Peter's family does not like him, or does not love him. That's like JK. I think they do love him, but they have a very interesting way of showing that for sure, doing the gravity of the situation. And then later, we meet Rue, which my baby girl Rue, and I was like, my baby girl Rue with a sad face. And then lastly, this is the part where the rich people are talking about, they're chit chatting, they're trying to observe Katniss, they're not really giving her the time of day. And Katniss like, bitch, I'm here. So it's the infamous scene, the iconic scene where she where she shoots her arrow and it hits. I think in the movie it's a wall, but I think in here it's a oh my gosh, a pig or whatever that they're about to like feast on. And I go, bad fucking ass clap. Cause then she goes, thank you for your consideration. So yeah. So that's where I'm at on Hunger Games. Hopefully my audio is better. I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying a different camera. I mean, not a different camera, a different mic. Um, we'll see how it goes. If not, we may have to go back to my original mics, I guess. But yeah, that is my caught up. My goal is to still be up to chapter 20 uh, today, or maybe, I don't know, we'll see, because I gave myself a big thing. But today we're not doing too much. I have a reading sprint on later on today. I do want to go to a bookstore in downtown Sac, or kind of in downtown Sac. It's an indie bookstore that just came out about a month ago, and I was supposed to go, but I was planning to go last Sunday, but after I had dropped my mom off, but they open late on Sundays, so we were very early in the area, so I decided maybe next time. But since we have a 3-day weekend, I thought maybe we can go check it out and see how it is. It's a sci-fi horror, and there's one other genre bookstore, and um, maybe I can find some uh, maybe sci-fi and horror books. I'm only getting 2 books if I'm getting anything, because I'm trying. I'm have to be an adult and save for a new vehicle soon. So I'm gonna have to be putting myself on a book buying ban June 1st. So I'm trying to see if I do buy a book, it has to be only 2 books, maybe 3, but my limit is going to be probably only 2. Uh, if I'm really good, hopefully none or just 1 book, but we'll see how that goes. But anyways, that's not here or there for this video, but I'm just giving you some updates. So I hear my boyfriend and my dog up, so I'm going to check on them and then I'll read. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hello. Hi. Happy Monday. I'm trying out a different stand today. Um, sorry if you see this part. Hold on, let me fix this. I'm gonna shift you just a bit. Okay. All right. Okay, that's a little bit better. Um, hold on, I'm sitting on Koya here. Happy Monday. Happy Memorial Day. Your girl's gonna read some more. I did not read. I didn't read Did I read yesterday? I don't remember if I did. I don't think I did. But I'm on chapter 8. We're It's not the book, it's me. There's a lot going on, and um so timeline have shifted a bit. So we'll see how much chapters I'm going to read today. Um we are going to a family's house today for some cocktails and a barbecue. So I'm trying to read as much as I can before we leave. I don't know if I'm going to take my Hunger Games book. I might take a different, no. Yeah, I think I might leave my Hunger Games book here, but take a book with me, um, just in case. Um, so here we are. But yeah, we're gonna read. I'm gonna try to read up to. I'm gonna still try to read up to 20 today, or maybe we'll see how it goes. I may because we're leaving. I think we're leaving for the cocktails at 2, so we'll see. Anyways, that's not here or there, but I just wanted to give an update because I don't think I gave an update yesterday. I was slightly editing this portion of the video, so I'll have to go back to see where I left off. But yeah, I mean, yes, I don't think I read yesterday because I think I just gave an update. So today will be some reading. Um, I think I might read up to 15 today, or at least during the day. And then if we get home early enough tonight, I might read up to chapter 20. And then hopefully tomorrow on my break or lunch, or breaks and lunch, I'll either finish um, Hunger Games. We'll see. I might be finished with Hunger Games by tomorrow, if not Wednesday. And then we can start on Catching Fire. So that is roughly what my goal is. I moved my desk chair because I'm going to use it as a footstool in a second, so that's why this is in frame. But other than that, I do have it on a reading sprint. They just started. So they're doing their talkie bits now, and then we'll get started soon. I got some water with some Gatorade powder, so this is your time to. This is uh, a moment, I guess, to drink some water or a very watered down Gatorade to quench your thirst. Um, get some snacks. I'm not gonna get a snacks because I'm still full from breakfast. Um, but yeah, I think that's it. So this is your portion here to grab your book, grab some water, grab your Dr. Pepper, your Diet Coke, your Diet Dr. Pepper. What else? Your tea, your matcha, your third coffee of the day. Um, Even though it's like 11 something right now, I think, right? Yeah, it's like 11:10, I think, is right now. So make sure this, like I said, this is the time to get everything. Um, if you want to get some snacks, grab a bite to eat. This is a point in the video where you can do that, um, or chillax for a moment. What's this? And I'm gonna get started soon. There we go. And yeah, so happy reading. Am I gonna start? No, I'm gonna wait for them to get started, and then I'll officially start. So I'll see you in a bit. for uh the ending there for a second. My mom was calling me. But now I have to get ready to go. So I didn't get far. Let's see. I think I'm still in chapter 8. I think I'm like on 100 page. Um, oh, I'm almost done with 8 too. I'm on a page 112. So basically, really quick, it's right after Katniss uh shot her bow to the apple of the pig, and now she realized I probably should have not done that because these people basically have my life in their hands. So, and she's kind of telling she told Peta Hamage if he, good lord, uh no, was she in there? I think she was. Ify was there, and Senna, and basically she was like, "Hey, oopsie daisy." So, and that's where pretty much where I left off. Oh, no, and then they saw how many points they received for District 12. I think they got the highest one so far. So they District 12 will have 11 points, and then I forgot what district Rue was in, but they have 7 points. So, um, that's it. I literally have a page and a half of chapter 8. I may read that off real quick and then be ready for chapter 9 when I get back. It was so close. But my mom wanted to talk to me about something, so which is fine. But yeah, I'm going to get dressed. What time is it? 12:36. No, let me finish this chapter and then I'll start getting ready. Because I don't want to be deep into something or deep into the book and then realize I have to leave soon. So, I'll come back with a update, not an update. Well, I'll come back and we'll continue reading, or if you want to continue reading without me, um, sure, I won't be mad. I just time escape for me, and I'm also doing laundry too, so I'm doing quite a bit here. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this part up. I'll see you guys later. Bye, I guess. Hello, happy Saturday. It's May 31st. We're at the end of May, literally, and let's do some catch up here. I This week has been a week for me. It always been a week for me. But let me grab my book real quick. I'm finally on chapter 10. So we're about to start the actual games. So today I'm not going to give any, that's pretty much the update I'm going to give out. I'll read my tabs once I get to today. I need to get to chapter 20. We're not doing anything today, so because it's going to be a hot day, so we're just going to stay at home and be cool as possible. So so I have it on a reading sprint right now, but I'm going to wait till they check back and do their talkie bits. So in the meantime, I'm going to start on a couple other videos because I have, even though I need to finish this video, which I will. So hopefully this will be up. Hopefully by the time you're watching this is already up. Spoiler alert, or if you already found out, probably not, but I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I am going to make a part 2 because I don't want to make the video as long as it already is. So there's going to probably be, if I truly read and give myself time and not scroll on TikTok, because I don't scroll on TikTok when I'm at work. I don't even have internet service when I'm at work. So I always do my TikTok watching when I get home. But if I don't scroll on TikTok for the rest of the week, or limit my scrolling on TikTok and read, um, my Hunger Games and Hunger Games prequel series, as you call it, or as not as you, but as I'm gonna call it. I'm this might be if I can do Catching Fire and Mockingjay in the same video, this might be like a 3-part, maybe 4-part video. Because it's a lot to talk about, and I ramble, and I'm trying not to do that, but just giving you what I have, what I'm brewing here. So yeah, so this is going to be part 1. So hopefully today I'll finish tonight, so I can finish filming, and this will be up by Sunday afternoon. When I see like Sunday, I'm saying like June 1st or June 2nd. So hopefully by the time you watch this, it's already up. So hi, I hope you like this video. But so yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. Tomorrow might be a little different. I got some. I already got gas for my car. I just need to get. I need to go to Trader Joe's to do meal prep for my lunch for the week. So, and I have no idea what I want to do. So that's also another thing to think about as well. So, but today it's going to be a lazy day. I got my book, I got my coffee, I have my water in my Dutch Brothers cup that I had Dutch Brothers in last night. I also have what I'm going to be filming in the next couple of days, maybe a week or so. We'll see. And I'm tired. If you can't tell by the side of my voice. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to shift into my reading chair. I have to clean it off. But yeah, I have to clean it off because I forgot I didn't do that before I clicked film. So I'll do that. We'll watch me read. You can read along. You're probably ahead of me at this point. I apologize. But yeah, so if you're in the same spot, chapter 10 crew. All right, so today we're going to read, I know I said up to 20, but I kind of just want to finish the book today. Let's stick with the original goal. Let's get to at least chapter 20 today and then see how we feel and then go from there. I think I can finish it today because it's not a lot of chapters, and the chapters are not that long. It's just, it's me. It's me and my time management and me being exhausted. So let's get crack-a-lackin'. All right, I'll see you in a bit. I'm back. I am on chapter 14. We're almost there to our goal. Oh, I kind of put this. Hold on. Sorry if you hear. Let's fix this a bit. Oh. And I just put lotion on my hands, so this is going to be wonderful, I guess. There we go. Okay. Chapter 14. That's where I left off. So I have 2 more chapters left, and then I've been kind of taking small breaks here and there. But I do have it on. I should probably mute that. So I won't get copyrighted. But I have a reading sprint on. So there's still 13 minutes left on their sprint. I just discovered, not just discovered, I just didn't think about doing this while I was reading Hunger Games, is that I should put on the soundtrack. So I'm just not doing that. So I was listening to the soundtrack because it's been a minute, and then reading to give me the ask of Hunger Games. But I do want to give out, I guess we can do a update where I technically, I didn't give my chapter 10 where my notes on that, but Hold on. Okay, so let me give the end of chapter 9 into 10. So, chapter 9, end of chapter 9, we're doing the interviews, right, with Caesar. And PETA uh, is talking about his crush, how there's a certain somebody that he likes. And Caesar's like, who is it? He's like, she's in the games with me. And that was like, ah, what? Even though to me it's not really a shocker, but I have to pretend. Even well, actually, I didn't really pretend because even like reading it, I'm like, you what? Anyways, so part two, the games, and I go, hold on to your butts because it's about to start, which it technically doesn't really start until like chapter 11. But anyways, and then Katniss sees the interview with PETA. She gets upset. She goes, "He means me." Like, girl, yeah, uh, it's not, Samantha. It's you, girl. So, anyways, they talk about that. Um, oh, so this part is where Katniss, I think she punches PETA, or I know she shoves him, but I can't remember. In the book, I think she punches him, but in the movie, I think it was like a slap or whatever. But anyways, so she punches PETA and shoves him, and then everybody's like, "What's happening? What's happening? What's going on?" So was it Hamish or it was Hamish? So basically, he was telling. Oh, so Katniss was saying that like, oh, PETA made me look weak because he's making it sound like, oh, we're in love and we happen to be in the games together. And then Hamish is like, no, he makes you look desirable, that you do have like somewhat of a personality. And then but she's upset about it. And then Porta, who is PETA's uh uh what's it called? What Senna is to Katniss, uh freaking PETA goes, she's upset. Oh no, she's just worried about her boyfriend. I go, now PETA, you need to stop. You need to stop hitting her in the gut like that. Just he's and then Katniss is like her cheeks burns of the thought of Gale, and she goes, I don't have a boyfriend. And I go, still fighting for it, but I guess. And then PETA's like, whatever. And in my head, I think to me, PETA comes off kind of jealous. Like, in a way, I'm not sure if it's. I feel like in this part here, I think PETA does have a crush on Katniss a little bit, but it's not. I feel like it doesn't go in fruition until later in the book. But just this moment, like I told you, I think Pete is my favorite character so far. So, let's see what my next tab is. Oh, so Katniss apologized to him, and she's at the point where they're about to eat dinner, and Peeta's hand is wrapped up. So to her, she goes, "He has done me a favor, and I have answered with an injury. Will I ever stop owning him?" And I go, "LOL, no." Um, so it's one of that, and then we talked about earlier in the previous clip about a little bit of foreshadowing with PETA thinking that he's going to be, he didn't want to be turned by some monster by the Capitol. So we read that. What is this? So this is, I should probably, I think this is, what tab is this from? Is this still chapter 10? Hold on. No, it can't be. I think this is chapter 12. Did I? This is. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out where this all. So that was chapter 10. This tab here is chapter 11, right? Yes. Okay. So now, chapter 11. Um, the games has begun, right? So let me skip all the hoopla. Um, oh, did I mention this part earlier? I don't think I have. So 11 um 11 what's it called? District tributes have, you know. And then Katniss was like, "Well, I hope Rue is still alive." I think she is at this point. Well, not think, I know she is. But what made me Oh, I think she sees Rue, and then because that's when she still sees that Peeta's alive. But we're gonna jump to. I didn't tab anything for chapter 12. This is 13. Um, 12 is just basically her up in the trees, trying not to die, as one, should. And then the end of chapter 13, this is the part where, I should say, let me backtrack in 12. Excuse me, 12, Katniss was bobbing and weaving with some fireballs and she got injured. So now she's kind of like, she was off the track. Now the capital or the game master or whatever brought her back to, up the games, right? So she's up back on the tree. Kato, Glimmer, and some other kids and Peeta see Katniss. And so this is the part where they were trying to like, oh, let's, kill her down. And then Kato's like, no, I'm just gonna, up in the tree. And she makes contact. When I mean she, Rue, or no, I said that backwards. Katniss makes contact with Rue up in the tree, and Katniss like, girl, look up, and she sees those wasp things. So um, that's it. That's where I'm at. So I'm gonna take a. Do I want to take another break? Um, maybe. Um, maybe not. Oh, maybe because they're about to end this sprint coming up in like 4 minutes. So I'm gonna wait for them. Um, I don't know how long. They've been going about 4 hours because I hopped on another sprint, I should say, from earlier. Um, I hopped on. There was one sprint that I was on, but it was more for a writing sprint than an actual reading sprint. So, and I was waiting for other people, anyways, to start on their sprints. So I have one on, or one ended. Then I hopped on this one that I'm currently on. I'm gonna see where they're at. I think they might do another one, maybe two, and then I think there's another sprint that I have. Oop, that I what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, they're doing a 24-hour reading sprint, and they've been going on for 3 hours. I'm gonna keep there on too. So, um, that would be perfect if they're doing a 24-hour reading sprint. I'm not doing a 24-hour reading sprint, but I do want enough to hold me over later on in the evening because my goal is to finish this book today so I can wrap this up, and I can get started with uh, Catching Fire. I was going to say Mockingjay. I don't know why I keep forgetting about Catching Fire. So, and I also want to. I mean, technically, I am reading off my TBR, so it's not like crazy, but I do want to. I might take a break off I don't know, but I do want to finish this book. That's what I want to do, and start on Catching Fire for sure. Um, so yeah, so that's what I'd be doing. They're gonna end this sprint in like 2 minutes. So I'm gonna scroll. I know I don't want to scroll because then it gets me. It just prevents me from not reading, and that's what I'm trying not to do. Don't scroll on TikTok. Don't scroll on Instagram. But what I need to do though is add in my pages onto my tracker. So I'll do that while they do their talkie bits. I'll come back when I'm on book 20. Good lord, chapter 20, and then we'll do one more one more check-in, hopefully, and that's it. That's what we're gonna plan on doing. So yeah, we're gonna do. I'm gonna read 14 and 15. Uh, in the next sprint if they do one. If not, I have another one on. And then from 14 or from 15 to 20, I'll make a I'll make another check-in, and then from 20 to chapter 27, we should be done. So, like I said, my goal is to be done with this book. Um is it 27 chapters or am I tripping? Yeah, it's 27 chapters. So I'm hoping to be done with this book by like 9:30, 10 o'clock tonight. So not too late, but um, I was supposed to be done with the book like Wednesday this week, but we won't get into it. But yeah, so I'll see you guys in a moment, and happy reading. Okay. I'm getting scared now because I think I'm at the part. So, for context, I'm on chapter 16, and I think I'm at the part where Rue's gonna die. I don't want her to die. I'm literally about to cry, but I don't want to. We're gonna watch myself read this part or this chapter, but I think. I think it's coming up, and I don't want to. I don't. I'm like literally on the verge of crying. Um, So it's Rue and Katniss, and they're trying to figure out a plan how to take the food and the weapons and stuff from the bigger and stronger tributes. So I don't want to. I don't want that. I don't want to. Okay, we're gonna read it. What if it's not in this chapter? I'm just scaring myself. Okay, get it together, Brittany. You can do this. Okay. Clearly, Rue uh, is my only. I'm only picturing little Amandala. Um, oh, what's her last name? I can't think of her last name on the top of my head. When she was younger, that's who I'm envisioning as Rue in the book. So just to, um, and I cried when she died in the movie. I'm gonna cry here. I just don't know if I'm. I feel like I'm coming up to her death in a moment. So, oh god. Okay, here we go. Oh, I think this is coming up. They're talking about the Mockingjay um, pendant that Katniss has. Because Katniss was going to give it back to Rue because she knew about it. Because Mockingjay are mostly in District 11. And Rue's like, no. She's like, you keep it. She's like, I like it on you better. And she's like, that's how I knew how to trust you. Okay, get it together. I'm literally on the verge of crying. I'm trying not to cry. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. She's teaching, Rue's teaching Katniss how to do uh, the Mockingjay signal, not signal, but bird call. Damn, she goes, uh, she's like, I turned, oh, let me find it. She's like, about Rue being killed, about Rue not being killed, and the two of us being left for the last for last, or being left for last, being leaving Rue alone, about leaving Prim alone back home. No, Prim has my mother and Gail and the baker who promised she won't go hungry, and Rue only has me. Oh my god, I think this is it. I think we're in the chapter here. I keep saying that and I haven't got to it yet. I'm psyching myself up. Oh, I still have my music. There we go. Oh, Peta's been cut badly by Kato. Freaking Fox face. That's a great time to remember her. Wait, I can't remember. Did Fox face? like herself. That part I don't remember. I guess I'm gonna find out soon. Okay, maybe it's not it. Okay, I psyched myself. I thought it was this chapter. I'll come back later. Hold on. I think this is it. Official. I don't want to talk about it. I mean, keep reading and not cry. No. I don't want to. Oh gosh, get it together. That. Oh, it's even sadder in the book than it is in the movie. Okay, I gotta take a moment. My precious Rue. That makes me sad. I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't like that. The part that gets me. Where is it? Hold on. I'm testing with my bookmark here. No. Hold on. It goes, Rue's eyes have fluttered shut. Her chest moves, but only slightly. My throat, oh, this is her. It goes, my throat releases in tears and they slide down my cheek, but I have to finish the song for her. For her. God damn it. I need a minute. I'll be back. Okay, I'm not back, but I also want to mention that Rue's cannon fires, and then it goes, I lean forward and press my lips against her temple slowly, as if not to wake her. I lay her head back down to the ground and release her hand. I'm upset. Clearly. Oh my gosh, how can I keep reading after that? And I knew it was happening, but and much it's different in detail. Oh, okay. All right. I'll come back later. I'm on chapter 17. No. 18? Right? Yeah, I'm barely on 18. Jesus. Oh, this is going to be a long chapter. But yes, I'm on chapter 18, so I'll be back for 20. I'm fine. Just heartbroken a little bit. This is for Rue. Take a moment of silence. Thank you. Okay, I am back. I just finished reading chapter 20. We got 6, no, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Well, technically 6 chapters. Cause I'm about to start chapter 21 soon. But anyways, what a ride. So uh, um, clearly I read, you can tell where I kind of stopped tabbing, and that was Rue's death. I did tab a little bit, but oh, let me fix this one tab because it's kind of bothering me, or not. What is happening here? I guess. Anyways, so I'm on chapter 21. I've read. Um, Here we go. So we're in part 3 already. So I go, I'm still upset about Rue. And then this is where, what's this? Um, oh, so Katniss finds Peeta. He used frosting to camouflage the rocks. So I just I just said laughing out loud, and then what is this part? Yes. Oh, so this part here, Katniss tells Peeta as he's like hanging on to life. She's like, "You can kiss me." She's like, "We're back on to being like romantic for the show or whatever." So she's like, "You can kiss me anytime you want," and Peter's like, "I remember." He's like, "Okay, I'll make sure I'll to remember that." And I'm like, "Consent, I guess," but he's like, "Girl, I am dying." He's like, "I am bleeding out, and you're telling me it's okay to kiss you whenever I want to keep up the showmance." But whatever. So that was chapter. Is that all in the same chapter? Yeah, that was chapter 19. Is this also in chapter 19? No, this is in chapter 20. So, uh, so this part here, uh, Peeta no, Peeta was telling Katniss that she needs her rest and she can't be, not sleeping and get some rest, despite the fact that they're kind of hidden. And she's like, well, I'll take first watch and wake me up, to kind of So he's like, all right, well, he didn't wake her up. She ended up sleeping, and she's like, Peter, you're supposed to wake me up. So, wasted morning this the afternoon. And then he goes, when she goes, Peter, you're supposed to wake me up after a couple of hours, I say. He goes, for what? Nothing's going on here. He says, I have my tab blocking it. He says, besides, I like watching you sleep. So don't scowl. So don't you scowl. Improves your looks a lot. And I go, what the hell, Peter? Well, I didn't say that. I go, WTF, Peter? You're not Edward Cullen. Get it? Because I that was kind of like a joke to myself because, um, there we go. Because one, it's just weird, I guess, and it just reminds me of Edward Cullen when he said the same thing, where he's like, I like watching you sleep. I'm like, what is it with? Anyways, I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole, but and um I didn't have anything else, but literally last thing on chapter 20 was that what's his face? Um what is his name? Not Caesar, but the other guy. Oh my gosh. I am drawing a blank. Do I still have it up? No, I don't. Hold on. Oh, I still got music playing. Um Let me go back. Oh, let me go to history because I literally looked up the cast a while ago. Hunger Games. Um, because I'm drawing a blank of. I see his face. Claudius Templesmith made an announcement to have a feast at the cornucopia, and it's something that oh, this will be the last chance to get something that you need because no one showed up at the last feast. So Katniss was going to go. Peeta said no, and he's like, it's dangerous because that's basically you're going to be a target. And she's like, it's fine, like, and he's like, I'm going with you. And she's like, you got a bum leg, like, bro, you're gonna just slow me down. And he goes, I'm not going without you. So now, what was the last thing? Oh, she got some medicine for Peeta. Oh, I also forgot to mention before that part, Peeta wanted to tell her a happy story, and she's like, I prefer to sing. And he's like, no, just sing me a happy moment, or not sing, read me a happy moment. So she tells Peeta about the goat for Prim. I'm not going to go into it, but and then all that starts. So I'm going to um I'm thinking, because I have it on a reading sprint. I think they just went back. Yeah, so I think I'm going to take this time to take a shower. That is the biggest spider. I need to close my window because I see it. It's outside. Thank God. If it was inside, I'm burning this house down. It's outside. But anyways, I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to um, do I finish this tomorrow? You know what? Let's finish it tomorrow. I was going to finish it tonight, but my eyes are hurting and my head hurts a little bit. And I just want to, and I got to make my grocery list for tomorrow. So I'm going to pause here for tonight. Come back tomorrow. We'll finish the last 6 chapters. I I don't like that. Anyways, so yeah, so I'm going to um clean up here my desk some so I can be prepped for tomorrow. I already logged in my pages. I'm trying to think anything else. Um, don't look at my nails. I just realized it's crusty. But yeah, I'm gonna take a shower, write my list, and come back tomorrow, and we'll wrap part one of this reaction video. Um, yeah, have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow afternoon because I'm not gonna read first thing in the morning. Just thought about that because it's gonna be another. It's not gonna be as hot, but it's gonna be a little warm. So we're gonna do our running around first thing in the morning. So I'll be back in the afternoon. Oh, I gotta do laundry. Dang it, that's fine. I'll work it out. We'll get this book. Oops, I had it backwards. We'll get this book done tomorrow for sure. All right. Have a good night. Happy Sunday. We're finishing Hunger Games Day. Um, I had to refilm the scene, or not the scene, but I had to refilm this part because I didn't turn on my mic. So here we are. So today, um, it's Sunday. Like I said, I am uploading a video. I'm doing some laundry. I also will have to do my meal prep later on in the next, I would say about an hour or so, hour and a half. So I'll have to stop and do that. What else am I doing today? Nothing much. Oh, I got to fold up my laundry, but the goal is to be done. I only have six, I think it's 7 chapters left. So, yeah, because I'm on chapter 21. So yeah, I would definitely be finishing this. I'm excited. So I'll come back with an update for sure. But I just, and also I wanted to, this is a new angle. I forgot to mention that. This is the other portion of my chaotic mess. There's some, oh, you can't see it because I'm blocking it. But anyways, this is the other side of my office. But anyways, but yeah, we're gonna finish Hunger Games, and then we'll come back, we'll converse, we can talk, and then we'll talk about the next upcoming um ideas, not ideas, but upcoming videos for Catching Fire, Mockingjay, and the prequels, and how I'm gonna do that. And yeah, so I'll let me. Oh, sweet, perfect timing. So I'm going to shift in just a moment. I do have it on a reading sprint. There is another reading sprint starting at 2, I believe. Let me double check. So they're still, oh no, they started on their, nope, that's not what I want. Where'd it go? Yeah, so there's another reading sprint starting at 2. And then I thought there was another one, but it's not till tomorrow at 5 a.m. So we will not be watching that one, but for sure the one at 2 and the one that I'm currently on. Um, so it looks like they just about started not too long ago. So um, I'll be back. And then, um, did I give you an update? Yes, I did. We talked about it because I cried. Anyways, that's a whole nother thing. I'll be back. I finished. It left on a cliffhanger in a way. And it literally says like end of book 1. Um, man, what a crazy ride. I didn't, hold on, let me see. What chapter is this? So from 24 on, I stopped tapping because it was just too intense. But don't know if I should say my rating on here or does it matter? You know what? I'm going to say it. So overall, um, I'll give this a 5 out of 5 stars. I do want to quickly, let me see. Let me get to chapter 21, which is talked about 20. Oh, maybe, hold on. No, I started tabbing in 23. Okay, I'll be there in a minute. Dinner's ready. But let me do this real quick and we can wrap it up. So on chapter 22, right? Yeah. I just want to talk about a favorite PETA moment. Actually, no. Well, yes, but it's Katniss first. So they're in the cave. I think this is outside of the cave, but she gives him an actual kiss, and he deepens it. And she goes, "This is the first kiss that makes me want another." I go, Katniss. What about Gale? He's gonna be upset. But anyways, and then and and then when he do the second kiss, he kissed on the tip of the nose. I was like, "Oh," but that's not the part where I was like, "Oh, this is the part," because it leads up to it. So, Katniss asks Peeta, when did he how when what did he ask her, or what how did oh when did forever start, like meaning like how long have you been in love with me? And he's like, basically like first day of school, like when we were kids. And how his dad was in love with her mom, and he said, well, Peter's dad was like, I'm gonna marry that woman. And I was like, damn, the bread family here. But I was like, this whole family wanted the Everdeens, right? But let's see. Oh, remarkable memory. Oh, and then so basically, Peeta, tells her like how how he, like the first day he like ever fell in love with her, and then later, Katniss is all like, "You have a remarkable memory," she says, and he. And Peeta goes, "I remember everything about you, tucking a loose strand of hair behind my ear." And he goes, "You're the one." Oh, I covered it again. He's like, "You're the one who's not, who's wasn't paying attention." I was like, "That's facts." So, I was like, "All right, Peeta, I see you." And then, oh, and then this one on chapter 23, it is a moment with Peeta and Katniss talks about Haymitch, and it was like, "Oh, how did he won the games?" And I go, I can't wait to read his story because I have the book. But uh that's pretty much where I like stopped tabbing, because from then on it gets crazy. Especially the part where oh, what is it called, like the mutts, which is, I don't know if that's racially charged, but anyways, but basically they're like the zombies of the dead, tributes, basically attacking Kato. And I feel like the movie, they used something else, I think. I don't remember. When I go back to rewatch the movie, I'll have to remember, because I don't think it was like the tributes that were dead. It was something else. I think they were like rabbit wolves or something like that. But anyways, but I really enjoyed this book. I mean, I knew I would. If I loved the movies, I was going to love the book too. Um, so let me wrap this up, because this is going to be a long video. But I do want to say before I do end it that that I'm going to do Catching Fire and Mockingjay. So there's going to be a part two, essentially. When that part two is going to be, I have no idea. Hopefully sooner than rather than later, because I do want to try to get to the prequels, especially the second one. the Sunrise of the Reaping before it comes out in theaters, and I think that it comes out next year. I hope. I think. Well, if not, then that's fine. But I do want to see at least. I think there's one more book, I believe, for the prequels. But for sure, I'm gonna try to get that started. But this is the end of part one. I will make a part two with Catching Fire and Mockingjay in one video. Like I said, hopefully soon. There's a couple videos that I need to do, so I'm going to put that as a hold. But I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you liked me reacting to it. I had a hope fun. I'm kind of now. I wish I would have read this book when it first came out, but I still had a fun time. I still had fun. I did cry. Literally, I did cry. But anyways, let me wrap this video up. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Support your local libraries. Support your indie bookstores. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.